An event is coming soon that will totally annihilate the United States. If you're living in the USA, you may have less than 3.5 years left till your great country, with its many wonderful people, is destroyed. However, there is good news as well, so please watch till the end to see how you can survive the slaughter. The Western nations are becoming defiant of the USA, who is in coalition with them, but sits over top of them and controls these nations, being the only superpower. The time is nearly here when these Western nations will allow the USA to be destroyed by fire in a surprise attack, and the scripture also implies a massive meteor strike to hit the USA around the same time. No, I'm not American. However, despite its many flaws, I like the United States, and in no way am I anti-USA. Without the United States, we would already be controlled by a one world government. This world government is nearly in control, so listen carefully as to how this will happen. The Bible calls the USA Mystery Babylon, who is the harlot that sits upon the beast kingdom. Revelation chapter 17 verses 15 and 18 makes it clear that 10 kings from the beast kingdom will make the harlot desolate and burn her by fire. The USA is this great city, Mystery Babylon, which currently reigns over the kings of the earth. Now the recent G7 summit has highlighted this prophecy of Revelation 17. The beast which is under the harlot USA has 7 heads, which is the G7 countries. In verse 11 there is also an added 8th member, which comes out of the others, also called the beast. This is clearly the European Union. So there are 8 separate representatives at the recent G7 summit, as the European Union also has representation alongside the G7 countries. This fulfills the 8-member, 7-headed beast prophecy in Revelation 17. So the scripture states that 10 kings will be given authority out of this beast system, and they will hate the harlot USA and destroy her. Now the latest events at the NATO and G7 conference shows this great divide between the USA and other Western countries, as Trump's views differ about the cause of climate change, and the Western leaders also appear to be mocking Trump during his speech at NATO.
The United States spent more on defense than all other NATO countries combined. If all NATO members had spent just 2% of their GDP on defense last year, we would have had another $119 billion for our collective defense and for the financing of additional NATO reserves.
Wow, prophecy is unfolding before our eyes. World War III, starting in the Middle East, is on our doorstep. Then I believe the destruction of the United States will occur at the end of World War III. So when I look at other prophecy scriptures that I've detailed in my other videos, I believe this will all happen under Donald Trump's presidency. This is why if you live in the USA, you may have less than 3.5 years left till your home Mystery Babylon is destroyed. So the USA is guilty of the Mystery Babylon sins noted in Revelation 17 and 18. The US is full of foul spirits and fornication, which has been exported through Hollywood around the world. The US will be guilty of deceiving the nations and for the death of the prophets, the saints, and all who were slain on the earth. I believe this is talking about the Middle East events currently taking place, culminating in World War III. The USA created ISIS to destabilize the Middle East under Obama's reign, and then will destroy them along with the Middle East nations now devastated by the strategy of the USA. Christians throughout the Middle East have been cruelly martyred and destroyed by these events. We are living in the end days prophesied throughout history and detailed in the Scriptures. There is an escape from this judgment for those who have great faith in Jesus. There will be a great body of believers who will be able to walk miraculously through these judgments and great battles unharmed. They will have victory over this beast world government. All believers need to draw close to Jesus now, and if you live in the Middle East or the USA, your time left is very slim. I implore you to prepare now so that you are ready to join with those believers who have the victory over the beast. This is the woman and male child of Revelation 12. See my must-see video on this subject. Thanks for listening. Draw close to Jesus and subscribe to see updates as these events develop.